So could you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Ben Kogut. I live in Austin, Texas, and I have been attending exchanging conferences for about 2 years.
And how long have you been a broker? Or
I've been in the
agent?
real estate business for approximately 14 years.
All right. So to you, what's the difference between exchanging or equity marketing and more standard forms of real estate brokering?
So this world of exchange marketing opens up a lot of possibilities to make deals happen that might normally have challenges.
So what are some benefits that you get through exchanging?
So some of the benefits are being able to exchange out of properties that aren't necessarily trading on the traditional market. Another benefit might be I have a deal that would actually trade within 2 days of putting it on the market, but I'm not really wanting to go to cash because then I have a different problem. Now I have cash that I need to figure out where to exchange so that I can defer the taxes on it. And so what I'm doing is I'm just looking to straight up exchange the equity that I have in a property to either trade up into something else where maybe somebody has, I'm looking for like an investment property that has some issues and they want to get out of it and they would rather get rid of their issues that they don't want to hassle with, and in exchange move into a condo that I own that's 100% leased and there's very little management at all. And so that allows me, someone that has the time and energy to go out and work on a project, to exchange that with someone that doesn't really want to work on a project but just wants to own passive income.
So why do you think it hasn't really caught on?
I just think we're in an archaic industry. People are used to, in the residential world, putting something on the MLS, letting the market see it on the MLS and then bring an offer. Similarly in commercial real estate, people put on LoopNet or Crexy and bigger platforms, and they just I just don't think they're aware that this is a world that exists. Not because they don't want to. It's just different, and I think a lot of people are afraid of trying something new and different. I think that it does take, in a lot of ways, a level of creativity and a level of sophistication that people just would rather not bother with. It's more work, but it's worth it. And sometimes it could be less work. I mean, it could be less work because when you're trying to exchange and you want to do something that requires either a certain amount of expertise or a certain amount of money or a certain size of a signature, and you don't have those things, but you find the right person that can bring those qualities or skills or balance sheet to the table, they're able to, that actually will grease the wheels, so to speak, and actually get a deal done. So I disagree. It's not. It's what we're doing is makes deals easier because we have so many more tools in the toolbox, whatever you want to call it, so to speak, and that is what allows us to get difficult deals done and easy deals done. So it's across the board. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the numbers need to make sense for everybody, but there's a motto within this group that something to the extent of like, there's no such thing as bad properties, just either bad owners or the wrong owners, and just getting the right people involved can really make the difference in what's happening in the deal. And that's why showing up at these meetings consistently, for me, over the past 2 years, I also attend another group called the Society of Exchange Counselors, and that's where most of my experiences have been, and that's where I've gotten a lot of deals done, and it's been totally worth it. And it's based on the relationships. And like right now, I'm starting new relationships and starting a new job basically, based on my relationships and raising money from my relationships and putting deals together with my relationships, because we have a certain level of understanding, a certain level of trust, a certain level of complementary skills, and I'm really excited. I drank the Kool-Aid, and I don't plan on not attending these meetings for the foreseeable future. The society meets in a different city every other month, more or less. us. So it's really helpful to gain new perspectives by visiting other cities and seeing not only like how cities grow, but also, you know, you start seeing patterns, and you start seeing how, you know, one deal in this city you can get at this price, but that's almost same deal in this other city or other state is that price. And it's like, well, what's the difference? And it's just you can get different yield, you can get different returns in different markets. And so by getting out of your home, by getting out of your state, you get a whole new perspective. And that's actually part of my business model, is working with local Austin, Texas, or Texas-based investors who, frankly, like in Austin right now, prices are really, really high, higher than they've ever been. Maybe continuing to go up, who knows? But maybe they'll go down, I don't know. But what I'm offering is passive income opportunities for people to go outside of the state to get much better yield for similar types of deals. And I've gotten a really phenomenally positive response from people that are looking for that. So that's another really great benefit to being involved in this organization, is that it opens up opportunities to look at and then participate in deals across the country.
Aren't licenses state-based usually?
Yes, that also is a benefit, is having relationships with pretty much a person in every single state now. So if I did desire to do a deal in Colorado or Virginia or whatever, like, I know who to call in those states to be able to get a deal done collaboratively. People. This is a people business. You know, and if you're just keeping your head down and you're just focused on your little box, and for some people that works great, but for me, I enjoy building these relationships and learning from so many people who are willing to mentor me and share with me the formulas of success that they have been able to learn, you know, the good and bad throughout the years. And that's knowledge. You know, I've learned a motto that it's better to copy genius than create mediocrity. So I'm here to copy these geniuses of people who are successful and have done this over and over and over again in ways that is not traditional, but proven. So I'll give a fun example of a cowboy auction that worked out well. It's a 5-way trade, so you got to kind of bear with me for a second. So it started with the fact that I had an old vehicle. It's a Toyota 4Runner from 2004, and it was worth about $5,000. So I pitched it at the auction, and I got an offer for $10,000. Why $10,000? Well, what he wanted was, he knew that I had some money in a Roth IRA, and he wanted me to self-direct that investment and lend it to him. And so that's what I ended up doing. I liquidated my Roth IRA out of the stock market. I put it into a self-directed account, and then in exchange, he added cash on top of what I did. I lent it to be a first lien position on a house, and I get, you know, interest payments on that. And so there's more to this exchange. He ended up not wanting the 4Runner. He traded the 4Runner to a guy that has some really high-end shotguns, and that guy took the car. Then the shotguns got traded to a guy that wanted some snowmobiles. So then you got the snowmobiles. Then the snowmobiles got traded for something. I forget what it was. I think it was some cash and like a really fancy membership to some restaurant in New York that he wanted to bring his daughter to, or something like that. Anyways, it ended up, everything kind of got balanced out there at the end, and everybody got what they wanted. I got rid of my vehicle. I got to put my money to use. Another guy got the vehicle, another person got snowmobiles, someone got guns, and someone got got a little bit of cash to balance it out, and some like a membership to a fancy restaurant or something. I don't know. But the point is, you know, like, I was struggling to get rid of the vehicle for even $5,000, and now it's gone, and I've put some money to work, and, you know, I think just having some fun.